We are hard at work at all times.
Yeah. I think that's another thing that we should probably discuss is the fact that we are pretty much working on things 5 days a week. 5 days a week, there's something being worked on. Whether
Yep.
it's content, whether it's a mix, audio, video, whatever, whatever you see from us is being worked on or has been worked on that entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, marketing, social media, everything. We're working constant. That's, that I wouldn't say that is what you have to do as an artist.
Independent artist.
But yeah, as an independent artist, if you want any kind of shot, or I don't even know if you want to say shot. If you want people to hear what you're doing, if you want to get your work out to people, that's pretty much what you have to do. It's the reality of it.
It's a second job.
Yeah, it is. The bright side of all that is I really enjoy doing these things.
Yeah.
I genuinely, there's a need to create music that I have that I don't feel complete or fulfilled if I don't release stuff. And I mean, that's just me personally. I'm in 2 bands because of it, just so I can keep stuff coming out. So, and to vary up the degree of, what kind of music I'm putting out. So, and I've been in what 4 bands at once. So, that's something that I personally, I feel that. So I'm always working on music, no matter what it is.
True. Ty is the CEO.
So, when you see stuff coming out from us, it has been worked on and listened to probably 1,000 times.
Oh, more
in the
than
last
that.
2 weeks of that. And again, it is something I love to do. So anybody that is wanting to create music and they want the same things we want, you better like it. Otherwise you're just
you're
working.
not gonna last.
Yeah, otherwise it's just gonna be work to you.
Yep.
And it's kind of the same feeling too that it's a little different, I guess, because music, you're expressing yourself a lot more than you are with related content or peripheral content to music. Other than maybe video. For me, I like that. I view that as art too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's piggybacked to the music. If I could make movies, I would, but I don't have time or the talent to do that. So I might think that I have good ideas related to it, but
that's just down the road.
Yeah, maybe one day. But you do get that kind of that complete kind of feeling when you create anything. So when I'm putting out a TikTok video, I put out our first legit TikTok video today. And I've watched it at least 50 times. And it is 1 minute long. Probably took me, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes to make it, because I've had that idea for a long time. But even something like that, I've obsessively watched it and just combed through it as much as I can, tried to make it as good as I could, without overdoing it, of course.
And if you don't know me and Ty personally, that's kind of our nature with everything. Is how many how many times did we send the mix back and forth?
Oh man!
And that's kind of what you have to do. Is you have to be your own worst critic with things. And yeah, you can. There's a lot of argument. Like the general public doesn't know that snare is a little too low, or those hi hats need to come up in the
But I know.
chorus or whatever.
But I
But you
know.
know, yeah,
I know,
I know,
and if
you know.
I mean,
Uh,
that's how
and
it was with
if I don't
Affinity.
think it's perfect, it's not perfect to me. And why would I'm not going to send something out that I don't deem as as good as it can get.
Yeah, I watched a. I only saw a clip of it, but I'm probably gonna finish the podcast soon. It is Rick Rubin, the producer,
Mm-hmm.
on Lex Friedman's podcast, and he's basically saying you want to work on something until you don't. It's weird.
Right.
I mean, that's very simple, but he's basically saying you want to work on a project or a song or whatever it is until you don't want to work on it anymore. And when you're done whenever you don't want to work on it, you're done. Now, it may not be worth putting out. It may just be something you shelve, and we've done that plenty of times.
A lot. A lot.
Yeah, I mean, as far as full songs that we've written, period, I would say it's approaching, 80 to 90 at this point. Just full
Yeah.
songs, and I mean, how many have we actually put out? Like,
Uh, oh man,
20?
22.
yeah, but that's
like
stuff that. All right, shoot, that's not even songs we put out. Those are songs that we plan to put out.
Yeah.
Right now, we only have one out. you know, so right now we have a tiny, like almost 1% of what we've written in total. We have one song that we're putting out. So basically, what he's saying is you work on it until you don't want to anymore, and then when you don't want to anymore, it's done.
Yep.
So
That makes sense.
it's yeah. If you know either of us, we definitely are. What do you call it? Perfectionist.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Efficiently, not to the point where it's
Yeah, not to a
stifling.
fault, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to have stifling perfectionism where you can't get anything done because
I have a
nothing's ever
friend
gonna
that
be
calls
perfect.
it analysis paralysis.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. Yeah, so
Just something to be conscious of.
I think that a lot of people, artist wise, I think that they don't realize how much effort it is going to take when they start. And I mean, another thing on top of that is there's a lot of people that don't care about the quality of what they're putting out. That's something that I think that we've done very well with. We've never skimped on quality.
Yeah.
Never skimped on the quality of performance, and it doesn't even matter what it is. If it was a live show, man, we've never taken any of it lightly.
No.
We've always had.
We do make mistakes, for
yeah.
sure.
Well, we've never, in preparation, we've never come up and just been like, oh yeah, we'll wing it.
Yeah, we don't wing anything.
Yeah, I would say that we've had sections that we know we're going to improvise here or whatever, but every show we've ever played, we've had a strict set list with, this is what we're going to do here, this is what we're going to do here, and, maybe we'll improvise here at this little section, but we only have 2 minutes, and that's partly because of, you're trying to stay within the set time. On the shows that we've headlined, we don't have to worry about that, but it's always, we've never been a type of band to play to a metronome like a lot of other bands do. So we've always kind of had this kind of game plan, option 1, option 2 kind of approach where we have a rough idea of what we're going to do, and then we kind of adjust on the fly but there's a map that we're following the whole time.
Yeah.
So like we, and it it really is, even down to the the space in between our songs. We've always had something going on. There's never been any dead space at any show that we've ever had, and that's shows that we played in, um, garage type venues or big stages or whatever.
Yep.
We've always had a constant. There's never dead space. I guess that's the best
No.
way to put it. There's never anything that's not intentional going on. So I guess that if you've seen us live, that gives you an idea of how we are with everything that we do. And if you've been watching us on social media in the last year since we kind of rebooted all this,
Yeah.
it's kind of our new thing. For those of you that don't know, Justin is currently living in a different state than I am, and we haven't been able to play live, and that's probably since the pandemic. We both
Yeah, before the pandemic, I think.
yeah. So we haven't played any live shows since before the pandemic, but because of that whole experience, it's given us a lot of ideas on how to keep engaging the audience through things like this. You would have never done this,
Nope.
So now we have all these different mediums, and we will play live again. I know we will, but we're recording these things and kind of planning out when things are coming out, what's going to come out, all that. It's all planned.
It's very
So,
strict.
Yeah, so for any aspiring artists, or I guess just musicians, I don't know if you can apply. I'm sure you could apply it to other things, but I don't know the ins and outs.
I mean, yeah, we're kind of biased.
Yeah. You're gonna have to work if you want to do it on your own.
Yeah,
You
you're
can
gonna
always-
have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice sleep
Yeah.
and
Big time.
a lot of sleep,
Yeah,
and video games and watching, playoff basketball.
Yeah. Damn.
Uh,
I just
yeah.
thought about that.
I know.
I just thought about that.